Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Off Topic Podcast. Today, we have Isaac, Bryn, and Cosmo, and we're talking about AI. Now, I found an article about data leakage, and there's this researcher that tested more than 200 custom GPTs, like chat GTPs, and found surprisingly straightforward to reveal information from them. Like their information was 100% for file leakage and 97% for system prompt extraction, achievable with simple prompts that don't require specialized knowledge in prompt engineering or red teaming, as they say.
What exactly is being leaked?
Yeah, that's what we were gonna ask.
So, oh yeah, the things that are being leaked is how ChatGTP works, and also personal information from people. So like extracting personal information,
Oh,
um,
like
expo-
prompting
exposing like
chat.
social security numbers. I think stuff like that.
So they're using the fact that ChatGPT has been trained on like millions of random
Yeah.
things on the internet to
That's what we
find
were-
actual.
That's what we were gonna say
information?
is using that to dredge up information
Huh.
that otherwise would take a really long time to find.
I never
So it's-
thought about that possibility.
Cosmo, do not become a supervillain.
I mean, that's what Wired said. I mean, Wired said like something about personal data being like leaked.
Well, the
But
thing
also,
is, it cannot leak personal data that it does not have. So it is
yeah,
cases of
exactly.
it's often, and I mean, ChatGPT is literally trained on or any kind of GPT program, as far as we understand them, are trained on just basically the entire internet. They just take everything that they see on the internet, average it up, and give it to you. Or if you have a specific prompt, then they'll take everything that relates to that, average it up, and give it to you.
So it just depends if your social security number happens to be in a public database that
Yes.
ChatGPT has
So
access
it's it's not a case of it is leaking things. It's a case of it's already been leaked, and it gives people easier access to find it, as opposed to having to scour the entire internet.
Correct.
Which is a terrifying application.
Yeah, which
And-
we must point out is not a problem with AI itself. The problem is with the misuse of AI.
The people who use
Yes,
it.
people.
I mean,
It's
in the grand
how-
scheme of horrible things that could happen with AI, this seems pretty tame.
It's mostly just
other
the things that could happen
things-
are awful.
Now, here's the other things that are bad. Carbon emissions. Now, this wouldn't be a problem if
Oh,
we
yeah.
had renewable and clean energy, but we live in a world where we don't. So,
Yeah.
I- and what's funny is that I asked Google, and then you know how Google has that stupid AI thing?
Oh my
saying-
god.
Yeah,
Actually, kind of
so
useful,
dumb.
honestly.
It is super useful.
And-
We use it a lot when we're just doing quick research on the fly.
I'm not using it.
When programming
I'm
it,
just
sometimes
saying-
actually gives you useful info.
I'm not using it, but I'm
No,
saying
we were
that it
saying
says
we individually.
relatively small impact, but bruh. Anyways,
Well,
world data.
the thing about
Go
the thing about the Google AI response is that it is often the thing about it is it's not 100% accurate. That is 100% true. And
But
it will
it's in the right
sometimes
direction.
it will sometimes just give you complete bullshit. That happens.
Yeah, exactly.
But most of the time it is fairly reliable. And
It
most
usually
of the,
has a link where it got it
that's what
from.
we were going to say, is that it has sources for what it's pulling from, and it has links that it goes to that you can then click on. So it is useful for actually like finding information about stuff. And I mean, a what Google is by itself as a search engine is AI.
Yeah.
Like,
Is it?
like yes, it is. At any kind of tech, when you think about it, when it breaks down to it, it is not a
Yes.
heavy duty AI, but it is like a you search that, and what Google does is it takes an AI bot that scans the entire internet for those specific words, and then pulls them up to you on in the order that they've been clicked on,
But
essentially,
here's the difference.
or that they think it would be
There
useful to you.
is generative AI, and then there is algorithmic AI. Algorithmic AI uses
That's what a search
algorithms
engine is.
and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And then generative AI uses a neural network, a virtual neural network, and other stuff. I didn't do much research on that,
It's much harder
but
to make a generative AI than a algorithmic.
Yeah, I would
yes,
imagine.
exactly. But anyways, um, they okay. So the amount. Okay, so dang it, go 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 go.
Shut the
Because of
fuck
the
up.
energy the world's data centers consume, they account for 2.5 to 3.7% of global greenhouse gas emissions, exceeding even those of the aviation industry. Isn't that
Wow.
crazy?
But
And
it's not
then,
like it's just AI doing that. It's like that's just computing in general. It's very
Yeah.
yeah, but
energy.
here's the clicker or something like that. Um, uh, so where is it? Uh, it would grow to like 28% by 2030.
There's
Where are you
no
getting this
way that's
from?
accurate. There's no way that's
I
accurate.
don't know.
There's no way it's
Where are
going
you
from
getting?
what was the original statistic?
The
3.5%?
European continent will grow at 28%. Yeah, that's kind of a bold claim, isn't it?
Yeah, it is
Um,
pretty. Where are you getting this from, though?
news.climate.columbia.edu.
That's a lot of dots.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, it's a .edu, so it's
2023
probably
something.
fairly reliable.
Yeah, probably barely reliable. Um,
Oh, Columbia University. Well, it's still a prediction, but
Yeah.
I guess.
Predictions
That's
often will like round up too, to be fair.
What is it? It is a university.
explodingtopics.com says that 47% of all U.S. workers could see their roles come under threat from AI in the next decade.
Well, that was pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
then
we do have some stuff to say about that. So,
I did hear
because
something interesting.
Well,
I'll
I've
tell
got
you.
stuff to say about that for sure.
300 million jobs could be lost to AI, they say. AI could force 14% of all workers to change career by 2030.
Yeah, I believe that.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's somewhat
it's
believable.
probably gonna
Yeah.
create some jobs too. I'm not.
Yeah, that's the thing. Here's the point that we were going
But
to point
not
out,
ones
that
that people are going to be able to take.
we had kind
Actually,
of
that
like
same article talks about that. I'll
we
send it.
had kind of like a brain blast while we were doing, don't know if that's really the right word, but while we were researching, we had like a sudden like, oh shit, this like connects to this. Think about history. The last time that amount of people has lost their jobs was the Industrial Revolution. Nobody argues against that point. When machines initially, like mechanical machines, took millions of jobs and have for however long it's been. It's just that over again. It's not a bad innovation inherently. It's a restructuring of the way that society, or the way that like a society looks at the jobs that they do, the jobs that they are providing for people, the things that people are actually doing. Granted, this time it is taking jobs that people may actually want. So it's not
That's what
a
I was gonna say.
yeah, it's not a perfect parallel.
Like,
It's not a perfect example, but it is to some extent a parallel.
I
Uh,
know
the
I know a
Industrial
perfect
Revolution
parallel.
had like a lot of safety things that also improved. Like the amount of things that was changing meant there was less manual labor that allowed for more creative roles, more safe
Yeah,
like jobs and everything, and less professional. Like people didn't need to be specialized anymore, which opened up a lot of windows there. The
yeah.
problem with AI is that it's a lot less trustworthy,
It's taking jobs people
and you
want
now
as
have
opposed to
yes, you
and it's
have
not enhancing
a whole bunch
security.
of them.
Yeah.
Oh, it's too much
Also,
enhancing
I
security.
I want to mention something someone at my work told me. I don't know if this is completely credible, but he made a pretty interesting what is the word? Like a comparison. When the calculator was created, everyone was like, accounting is done. Everyone who's an accountant, they're gonna get fired." But then there was even more accountants afterwards.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
just the way it's
also
just the
can't
like the outlook of the position kind of just changes. It's not like it's
yeah,
completely replacing
also
everything. Or not
also
completely destroying
when
everything. It is replacing stuff. Sorry, continue.
when photography was a big thing, a bunch of people started worrying about, art and art and stuff like that. But but during that was actually the rise of abstract art. You
Yeah.
see, humans always find a way that other things can't really replicate sometimes. So there might be a new surge of different types of art
You,
that might come out in the
The
near
Museum
future.
of Human
I
Art.
would tend to agree, except you're running into the issue again where AI is so different from anything else that we've done or seen,
It's
and
hard to
like
compare.
yeah, we might like photographs are in
Yes, I know it's
themselves a type
different,
of art.
but it is similar in a way, but
It's
not.
similar in a way. It's just like photographs couldn't imitate art. They couldn't learn from it. You
Yeah,
couldn't take
but
art
you're kind of missing the
like
point
paintings
here.
and stuff.
The photo, like, I understand your point here. AI is completely different from photography, but I was going in a sense of basically saying things are things that get replaced, it's not completely over, you know?
And I
But
appreciate the optimistic point of view. Like
yeah.
I'm a big proponent for things that are not as bad as we make them out to be. In terms of AI, though, that's one of the few things that actually genuinely has like me terrified for the future of humanity.
Also about that, have you heard about the technological singularity?
I have not.
Yeah,
What is this?
Maybe?
Okay, so the technological singularity.
it's when the AI
Uh,
gets smarter than us and starts exponentially making itself smarter.
yeah,
Ah,
so basically AI will make AI will make AI. And
Yeah,
so AI
AI will
starts
make
learning from
smarter
itself
AI.
instead of humans.
And then the
yeah,
smarter
but
AI will
sometimes
make
that can
even smarter
also
AI.
ruin AI.
Basically, it becomes an actual intelligence instead of
Oh
just
my god, it's
programming.
what's the name of that machine from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy? Deep Thought?
Yes, so I think
Oh,
that's the
oh my
computer.
god. Yeah, the
But
supercomputer.
here's a moral challenge for you though. If an AI could replicate emotion, if AI could have consciousness and they started drawing something, this is just hypothetical, of course. This
Hmm.
will not be possible, but in this hypothetical world, um, if an AI were to be like a human, would you have the same opinions as you have the AI that you uh would you have the same opinions than the AI we have in the real world than you have in the fake world?
Like, would you start seeing them like an R2D2 type figure kind of thing? Because
Like,
obviously, no one's
would
arguing that
you
R2D2 is going to kill humanity.
would
That kind
you
of idea.
see would you treat them like human?
Yeah, so
Would you
that's
treat
a,
them like a person, like a conscious person if they were conscious?
Right. If AI reached the point of like artificial, whatever the singularity thing was, would you start seeing it as a being instead of a machine? Is the
yeah.
question.
So we Isaac, if you want to answer that, you can. But we do want to point out that
I'll
we
let
have
you go
some.
first.
All right.
I've
So the thing that we're thinking is that will not happen for the foreseeable future. So it's not something to worry about. But
Yeah,
we
I know.
understand that you're saying theoretically. And B, that does bring up a
Hypothetically.
question that did bring up a question that we were thinking about, was kind of like what does AI become once it becomes so lifelike that you can no longer distinguish it from a person? Does that make it a person?
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna wrap this back around to our recent discovery of us being plural. We asked our grandmother, we were talking to her about us being plural, and she was making comments on it, and we brought up the question, are the other personalities that are in our head, are those people? And we don't have an answer for that. There's not a yes or no answer. It's just something to think about. Which is just interesting that you brought up something like that, because again, we've been grappling with that, with like, are these actually people? Are these aspects of a self that is broken? What is it? And again, we're going a little bit off topic, but like, that's the name of the podcast.
Yeah.
Whoa,
You're
off
allowed.
topic mentioned. But like, it's kind of it's a similar idea of like, once something is no longer distinguishable from something that already exists, does it become that thing?
Yeah.
And we don't have a yes or no answer for you, just for the record.
Yeah, there's a lot of mysteries about reality that we do not know. Also, there's this guy, I forgot his name. I think it was like Balaj or something. Balaj Rama Murthy. He was like the I think he worked for OpenAI, and
Mhm.
uh, he died from what what online claims to be game over, um
Yeah.
a friendly fire. Maybe that's a bit too insensitive to say it
Woo.
that way.
That's a crazy way to say that.
Friendly.
Yeah, but I'm trying not to get
I get what you mean.
esoteric.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyways, the pathologist was like, um, where is it? Police told Rama Rio that she could see her son's body because the bullet that offed him had destroyed his face. She said, but when independent pathologist Joseph Cohen examined the body, he discovered that that claim appeared to be false. But I don't know. I find it kind of suspicious that as soon as this guy like leaked a bunch of like information about how they are violating a lot of copyright laws, that he gets, offed,
Mhm.
and then people just claim it to be, you know uh the the bad thing that you do to
Yeah.
yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like the beginning of a really good action movie.
Yeah, it does.
And unfortunately, not an action movie that ends happily for humanity.
No, not at all.
Like, it's one of those. Maybe it has a happy outlook, but like a whole lot of bad stuff happened first, and you're like, "What's with
Yeah.
that? Are we? Is that?"
Like the
Fun
kind
times.
of movie where every main character dies and like the bad guys win, like that kind of thing.
Shakespearean tragedy.
Yes, a Shakespearean tragedy of an action movie. Oh, that would be so good. Oh, so Isaac, you need to make that now. That needs to be your new life goal.
Yeah, no, that's going into the notebooks. Shakespearean tragedy action film.
Shakespearean
know
tragedy
what?
of an action film.
You know
Oh,
what?
that would-
I might just do that.
Thou'st died your last thee.
Thou'st hath thou thy last thee.
The question is, do you make it like a super derpy, like try to make it Old English, or do you like actually try to make something really good, but like still like imagine an action film where the entire dialogue is just like really poetic.
English.
And it's like it's not in a cheesy way, but like just
Oh,
everything
Yeah, like
rhymes.
it's actually poetic. That would
Like,
be crazy.
That would be so good. So hard to write, but oh, that would be
I need
peak
an
cinema.
off-topic
Every
button.
single sentence rhymes.
Yeah, no, like it uses the
And there's like a rhythm.
the two
Imagine like a
phrases
fight
of
between the main characters.
5 beat meter, whatever the thing that Shakespeare always used.
Pentameter,
Yeah, double pentameter,
iambic pentameter.
something like that.
Yeah, imagine iambic
The
pentameter, and
AI
it's
to
like
Shakespeare. For you.
people are fighting, and the fight is choreographed to like line up with the dialogue or something.
Oh, that would be so
Oh my
good.
god.
Yeah, if I wasn't so bad at understanding Shakespearean language, I would have
Oh
be
my
writing
god.
that right now.
I just thought of
Anyways.
Yeah, I
something.
can't write
A,
Shakespeare
cro-
with
a
that.
crossbow that shoots pens. And the guy's like, the pen is mightier than
The
the
pen
sword.
is mightier than
It
the
starts
sword.
shooting
Bang, bang.
pens.
All right,
Fired.
let's get back on
Let
track
him
on
cook.
AI.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah,
I'd watch this.
I can't think
I
of
would pay
this.
money to watch this.
Yeah, AI can't think about that.
Oh, that would be so good.
Bro, I swear that Shakespeare is related to the topic. I swear to God.
Yeah. We got there somehow, so it has to be related in some way.
Shakespeare or something.
Yeah. I was always dang it, I almost actually went off topic again because I looked at Isaac's like profile picture and it's like I can't really tell what it is. It looks like Pop Tarts but with like ketchup spilled all over it.
Yeah, it does.
It's a long story that I do not have time to tell.
Yeah.
Like
There's a
anyways,
reason behind it.
why is that your PFP? That's hilarious.
We're assuming it's an inside joke. Or like some
Yeah.
It's an
story.
inside joke for an inside brief thing. I've been meaning to change it.
Anyways.
Time has passed. Anyways,
Oh
I think I'm gonna go back to the question, the hypothetical question.
Yeah,
about
yeah.
the, like AI becoming, because I think there's a lot of interesting points that brings about. Coming from a Christian perspective, that would be an absolutely terrifying point for me personally, because I feel like the point in which humanity starts to create something else in their own image that actually begins to like behave like a human is just such a level of playing God that like is astounding.
Very
and if I live
cosmic.
to see that day, oh my gosh, heck no. I'm like piecing out. Lord take me at that point. Like it's
Hate.
there's just something about
I
like
feel for humans.
like we can write and we can create these fictional worlds where people live and think and like create these films where these fictional fake people are living, and there's something about that that's like really magical and powerful and awesome. But then to like bring it into the real world,
Bring it in,
and,
not
like,
just the
bring
real
it
world, but like what is literally
into
God's
reality.
world. What's literally God's world.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like to take something and create like a fictional character in the real world around us is kind of a terrifying thought.
It's
And
kind
the
of
idea that
unethical too. If you
any
think
AI
about it.
could reach that point. I know I personally would never be able to see any machine as like a human, like on the same level. And I can't fully explain why, but the best I can do is like it would just never break the boundary of like it doesn't have a life. this isn't fiction, and yet there is this fictional being in front of me that we have created, not like birthed, not grown, not raised, but like literally by definition created.
Yeah.
Well,
Right, now that
I
that's on video and the AI can look at that and think of that.
Anyways,
Do it.
I have an
Isaac,
interesting
you're gonna get
thought.
off by the AI overlords.
If I don't make it to next week's episode, y'all know where I am. Check on
I'm
me.
sorry I can't do that. Anyways, I had an interesting thought. So back in the I don't know, early 2000s or something, I'm pretty sure like robots were like a big thing. I think robots were like a big thing for like a long time.
Yeah,
And
like
then
humanoid like robots or like
yeah,
robotics in
and like
general that could like mimic human
it was
stuff
always
like behaviors.
fiction, and
Androids.
everyone was like, "Oh, wouldn't that be so cool?" And then when seems like we're where it's possible, like almost possible that can be reality, everyone's like, "Whoa, whoa, hey, hey." So I was thinking, what if it's like that? What if it's like that with if we ever, you know, have first contact with aliens? Because
Oh, I
everyone is
thought you
all
were
like,
going somewhere
"Oh,
with AI
aliens are
with
so
this,
cool."
not aliens. God damn.
I mean,
Yeah, but
that's a good point, though.
yeah, like if aliens arrived, wouldn't they be all like, "Oh, now we hate aliens," because back in the day everyone was like, "Oh, I love AI. Oh, I hate AI now." Cuz like that's what a thought that I always had, and I was like, "Bruh." But yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay, so uh Cornelius, unless you have anything else specific, you've been doing a
I
lot of
do.
talking. Okay. We were gonna say you've been doing quite a lot of talking.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It really is. But we personally have a couple of points we want to make. We don't have to make them right now. Just pointing out that you should give other people a chance to bring up their points at some point. Just we know you've hosted this once before, and
I
it's
call
been
next point.
It's my ADHD.
no, it's fine. But
Anyways,
you're hosting. Run this however you want. If you want to sit here and talk for an hour just by yourself, go right ahead. We will not stop you.
I don't know. I want
Wait,
everyone
I'm
to
allowed
be
to do
able
that
to
when I
talk.
host?
I think we expect more from you.
Hey, I'm just saying, I could do a full episode solo.
That would be so much fun. That would be so funny. Oh, wait,
I broke into Esoteric Games YouTube channel.
wait. We should do that. We should do that. We should do an
I'm gonna
episode where it's every person on the podcast has the same topic and does their own episode, and then we kind of like see where each of those go. Like that would be interesting. Like
Oh
have them
my
be like
gosh.
have them be 15-minute
It's like,
episodes instead of an hour, and have four of us do it. Like
that would be
you lost
funny.
me.
Could
You
I do
lost me.
one?
I'm here for the hour episode.
Yeah, because we could all do it at our own time as well.
yeah, that would be a really gimmicky episode, and we probably wouldn't want to do that anytime soon. But like that is an idea.
Well, then the theme would have to go along with the gimmick, right?
Yeah.
What would
Yeah,
the
you would
theme
have to
be
tie it in.
that would go along with the
I don't know.
gimmick?
Ask AI. That's a joke.
Ask
I
AI.
guess the topic is off topic.
Well, okay, I'm gonna bring up a point about what we were just talking about. AI start acting like people.
Yeah.
The one thing I was thinking is, because people are like making AI right now, and they're making it. Well, there's usually like a practical purpose, right? Like ChatGPT can help you uh, like give you ideas, right, or whatever. Or like you have a AI that can make images if you need like stock images or whatever. But what would be the use of someone making an AI that acts like a person?
To prove that they can.
Yeah, exactly. It's the fact.
That's
It's the
just a,
fact that they can.
like, it's
It
not a
would be. It would
practical
once
use.
again be a misuse of AI, but it would be somebody would 100% misuse AI in a way that they create a person that then can, or a quote unquote person, an AI person
Oh,
that can then create
no, okay,
more.
wait.
But
If
don't
we're trying to
women
figure out what
create?
the practical creation of that, someone would try to create like a fake friend type situation.
Oh yeah, that'd
Yeah,
probably be what it would
expand
be.
like a baseline chatbot.
Yeah, because like the people are already using chatbots for that. So I 100% believe that someone would try to create like, oh look, I made this AI of my dead friend to try and like
Oh, it's just
therapy.
It's Frankenweenie all over again. Have you seen
This sounds
Frankenweenie?
like
I haven't, but I
I
know the
did.
concept, and
Yeah, it's
yeah.
a Tim Burton movie.
this sounds like a Black Mirror episode.
Oh, it was Tim
Anyways,
Burton. That makes a lot of sense.
Think it is. Hold on. Let's double check
It
that.
sounds like it.
Frankenweenie.
The animation style is very similar to his other animated film.
don't women create
Yep,
people?
it's Tim Burton. Don't
Yeah, but,
women
like,
create
naturally.
people? Cornelius!
Really?
Entirely different situation.
Don't women create people? Hold on. Should that go in the quotes?
What was
Should
the
that...
century?
That's going in the
Do we have a
quotes.
quote? Yeah, that has to go in the quotes chat.
Not the D&D one, the one for the podcast.
Yeah, I know. Once we have enough quotes in there, we make an entire episode which is just listing all of the
That's
quotes.
gotta be a T-shirt, guys. Let's get some merch on this.
Don't women create people?
Exactly.
I could draft up a T-shirt real quick. We could get like that game over pixel text going on it because it's like AI related.
Yeah. Don't women
Or
create
it's
This
like
is
a
something an
little
AI
shot,
would
like,
ask.
So there's like a line right down the end of it.
Or oh, that would be really creepy. Have it be like kind of like numbers that flow into the beginning of the text that's then digital, that then kind of flows into more like organic text that then has like blood dripping out the other side. So it's kind of like number
Crazy.
like the
Yeah, that seems
the
like
blood
a
of
question only
machines
in,
to the blood of people.
that seems like a question only an AI would ask.
This is gonna
Everyone
be the
click
new
that,
bit, isn't it? This is gonna be the new
confirm you're
bit,
not a
isn't it?
robot.
Are you an AI? Sounds like
We
something
should
an
have to
AI
do a
would
capture test
ask.
before this.
No, I am not an AI.
Whoa,
That
that's
sounds
pretty
like
good.
something an AI
Whoa!
would say.
Whoa!
Yo, can we
Whoa,
send
I
a
am not
picture
an
of
AI.
stoplights to the chat and ask everyone to identify the motorcycles? We should probably just like download only shit.
Click all the tiles with a motorcycle.
I am not an AI.
You know
This
what
weed
was
is
wild
not
to me?
satisfactory.
I've heard, I have not confirmed this yet, so take it with a grain of salt, but I've heard that the like capture test isn't even really checking like whether or not you're able
No,
to
yeah,
complete the task.
it checks
It's more about how
your mouse
moves
movements.
and stuff.
Yeah, it checks your mouse movements.
Which is wild.
Which is why sometimes
That's
you'll
great.
click the right things and it'll still yell at you.
You get a robot to move your mouse for you.
You know what's creepy? So they've been okay. So tech companies have been experimenting with brain cells for AI, organic.
Oh, I think I've heard of that.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, the brain's pretty
literally
efficient, let's be
am from
honest.
I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream.
Yeah, well, that's something that was one of the points that we personally were going to make, was that
sorry.
no, it's fine, because this leads directly into it, was that idea of unless you are perfectly mimicking every single aspect of human existence, you will not create a human. You will never create something that is human-like. Because there's so much of our consciousness, like, so not only would you physically have to create
You basically have to
an
simulate.
entire brain, but you would have to create
Exactly.
the entire body, because there's so much physical input that
That's
comes
true,
into a
that's true.
person and makes them themselves. So in order to actually get a true perfectly human mimicking AI, you would need to be replicating a human anyway. At that point, are you even creating an intelligence, or are you just making another person? Like, which kind of goes back to that whole thing of, like, if you could create a person that way, like, is that really a person? Maybe it would be. But like at the end of the day, depending on what you believe, like every person has a soul in them. There's not really a way to put a soul into a machine. And
I
it's
mean,
similar.
William Afton did it.
Shut the fuck up.
Fiction.
Man behind the
Not real.
slaughter. We were just listening to that this afternoon. It's such a banger
I am
song.
the one who knocks. I mean,
What? That is not the right quote. But
I
like
am the one who gets spring locked.
I'm the one who got spring locked. I always come back.
I
Dun,
always.
dun, dun.
Do you know what also always come back?
A
These false
boomerang?
memories.
Oh, these false memories. We should make a song called These False Memories.
And
it- No, hold on. That'll
Does
be.
anyone have any song experience?
I can play a saxophone.
I got a
Well,
brand new
that's true. I
saxophone.
can also play the
I got
saxophone.
brand new actually.
It's just all
saxophones.
saxophones. And then Ren played the trombone, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
but low-key, false memory would go crazy with like I don't know, I'm just picturing Sweet Dreams vibes, but like with the saxophone.
Well, no, but what it's got to be. So there's no way we're gonna get that done in time for the 2-year anniversary of the podcast. Oh no, the 2-year anniversary of the podcast.
5-year.
No. We were thinking 3-year anniversary. We work on it, and then we take topics from each of the podcasts and have like each of the episodes and have like a different line in each of in the song be referring to like each of the episodes from the podcast over like the past 3 years or whatever. Like that would be so cool.
That'd be heat.
It's just like a
Taking
flurry of like questions, and then you sneak in a quote question.
And then you sneak in like dreamy.
It's like
bowl or
philosophical, like what is life? What is this? What is that? Do women create people?
Then you sneak in dreamy bowl going bus.
What?
I'm
This is why we're not allowed. This is why Cornelius is not allowed to help us produce this song.
No. What are you talking about? I actually have some experience making music.
Crap, we might need them.
The only music you make is a bunch of bullshit, man, and you know it.
Yeah, but I made
good
one
bullshit. It's
song
good-
that was
it's-
actually good, and if I
Shots
actually
fired.
put effort into it,
No,
I
it's
could
good
actually
bullshit
make
though.
something good.
No, yeah, we understand.
And
You were just kind of
make
fucking around a
video
bunch.
game music.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that would be a lot of fun to make a podcast, or not a podcast. We are making a podcast. We're literally in the middle of making a podcast.
We should make a
like,
podcast.
We should start a podcast. You know what? What should we call our
Yeah.
podcast?
Guys, I feel like it would be
We
really
should make
cool
a
if
podcast
this
where I'm actually a
ever turned into
member.
podcast.
We should call it the On Topic Podcast.
Mm.
Yeah,
Because we're really
and it's
good at
on
staying
my
on topic.
channel.
Evil off
Anyway,
topic be like, and it's just us but photo
The
negative.
evil twin.
the
of
evil podcast. Evil
Evil
Wendy.
podcast.
Evil podcast.
Completely off topic, but one of my favorite bits is when everyone whenever someone asks me, "Yo, are you good?" I just respond no, pause for a moment, and then say, "I'm evil." It's delightful. Highly recommend.
Are you good? No, I'm bad.
I'm evil.
No, I'm Batman. Are you good? No.
No,
I'm
I'm
Batman.
the Joker, baby.
No, I'm a robot. What? Wait, what? Did someone say something?
What?
I am.
That sounds like
I'm a
something an
robot.
AI would say.
Is it
Yeah.
possible for AI to be evil, or is it only its creator that's evil? That's
Currently,
Hi there.
I'd say the
How may I
latter,
assist you?
but it depends how self-directing AI gets.
Well, also here's the other thing. Here's the other thing about AI is it is very difficult for it to replicate human emotions, if possible at all. However, that also applies to the concept of a sociopath. They don't really have, not that they don't have emotions, but they don't have specifically empathy.
but they don't connect the same way.
Yeah, it just doesn't connect the same way. So would every potential AI like automaton just have like the same traits as a sociopath. And also, for the record, a majority of sociopaths choose to do the right thing because it is the right thing, not because they feel like it's the right thing, or not because they feel that way.
Oh.
Like it is like, we're pretty sure that's the case. We've seen a lot of stories about sociopaths where it's like everybody makes them out to be these bad people, and they're really not. Oftentimes, they are much more logical than a normal person would be, and they can see that if I help somebody, they will help me. Therefore, I'm going to help this person in case I need help in the future. Stuff like that, where it's like logic follows. If you follow logic, it follows that you should be a good person. Like that's just how it works.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Not everyone
So-
knows how to be a good person, though.
No, but oftentimes that's the cause of actual emotions. So a lot of people will think of robots as like, well, maybe not a lot of people, because there are examples of like emotionless robots. Like that's kind of like one of their niches. But like
Robots are like babies.
Right.
Well, usually when you train an AI, you have like a goal, right?
yeah,
So it just depends on what the AI's goal is, and how it gets that goal. Because if you like train an AI to like jump as high as possible, it doesn't care how it does it. It's gonna
Yeah.
try to jump as high as possible.
Or
That's
like
true.
play Minecraft.
But like
and
then
kinda
it becomes
look
really
up
difficult for
speed.
like misunderstandings to happen. Like you have an AI try to do this, and they find a way to do it that you didn't expect, but it technically works.
That's something that AI would say.
sounds like something an AI would say.
No, that's just a common theory. Ah!
No, but like seriously, like, so we guess if you were to give an AI, well, that's a good question. If you were to give an AI a goal, dominate the world,
Uh-oh.
would it go about it by kindness?
Pain, you know.
What's the definition of dominating the world?
You call it AM. There's like 7 humans that get tortured for eternity.
No, but like seriously,
Yeah, but it depends on how. But you need like an actual data for the AI to be like, oh, this means I'm dominating the world. So it depends on what you define that as.
What if,
that's
you
and
a-
how it,
define
like,
it-
learns that.
that's a,
If
that's
you
a-
define it as, how would you even define that?
well, there's 2 ways we could think of it.
Well-
One, having the most amount of people under your control,
Okay.
which it
What's
could
the definition
go
of
about
under your control?
that exactly. That's what we were gonna say. Is then from there are 2 things you could have. Either one, you, well, really the only definition for that would be you tell them to do something and they do it, which could be gone about by kindness. So like
Yeah.
But also
at the end of the,
blackmail.
it could also be blackmail. This is true. But like the thing about AI is it
AI
kind of
has a history of blackmail.
but like, especially if you're looking at like dominating the world in the other sense, not the most amount of control over people, but you have the most influence. Probably the way it would go about that.
But then what's the definition of that?
That's hard to
It's
define.
really
like,
difficult to train
Yeah.
an AI to do that kind of thing specifically. You have to have a data point.
Yeah.
Not unless if you do it like if you. No, never mind.
Well, at least
I
that's
think you'd have like a survey that people take, and then they say how much they like the AI. I guess that would be the only way to track.
Are you
That-
just creating Homelander at this point?
I don't know what that is.
I don't fully know. All I know about Homelander is it's basically evil Superman from the TV show The Boys. And from what I understand, his like weakness is he was like created / bred to like depend on humans like popularity. And so like the way they stop him from going full evil is that like he relies on people liking him. And he's like emotionally super clingy.
Emotionally dependent.
And if
Yeah.
people don't like him, yeah. So basically,
Yeah, I
like
guess that's
creating an
what would
AI,
happen then.
it would just be like designed to try and make people as happy as possible.
Which is honestly, that wouldn't be such a bad world if there was an AI where its goal was to make as many people happy as possible,
No.
as happy as possible.
Okay, I think that would
Unless
be
it-
Apple. I've
And
got a.
Yeah, like taking labor jobs.
I think that would be bad.
then there would be the issue of, well, like if the goal is to get a bunch of people to like fill out a form and say you're good, there's plenty of ways to do that that aren't particularly good,
This is true.
right?
I was thinking.
Like that's what
Like
politicians this day do is like in
exactly,
this modern day
exactly.
do is manipulate people. So
I
maybe
had
that is the most efficient.
And
way
an
to
AI
go
could
about
get
it.
really good at that.
Yeah.
I actually had an idea. So, what emotions are chemicals, right? I mean, there's more to it than that. But
Yeah, yeah.
what if we used chemicals and how the chemicals react is being recorded by the AI. And the AI takes the data from that, and then depending on the stability of the chemicals, is that's how they feel. How about that?
That sounds
Well,
like you're just creating a creature.
yeah, you're just making a person.
Uh,
That's exactly what we had said. Was like in order to synthesize, in order to in the first place synthesize those chemicals, in order to read those chemicals, in order to translate those chemicals into something meaningful, in order to use that something meaningful, you just need a brain. Like at that point, you're just making another human brain.
subhuman.
I guess there's probably a way to do it, but it wouldn't be as efficient.
Yeah, it wouldn't be as efficient, and
You know,
there's
what'd be
no way it would
weird
be
and
as
gross.
compact.
An organic computer,
That's
like your
what.
personal computer. Wouldn't that
No.
be gross? It's all like they make.
A brain in a jar.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
that
it's
would be
like
so cool! Oh my god, we need to do a D&D campaign about that now. Flesh punk. Oh, that would be awesome.
yeah,
Flesh punk?
and like the keys are
Flesh
like made out
punk.
of bone.
That would be interesting because like the brain's
That's
really
really bad.
compact for
Or
what it
no, a
does.
better
You
word for
didn't
that
make
is
that up.
biopunk. Biopunk. Biopunk would be a better word for that.
Biopunk is crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
biopunk isn't a
Scorn.
thing right now, right?
Let's see.
I've never heard of it. Probably
I feel
exists
like it
somewhere.
is kind of a really funky. You could probably find things that fit it. It's just not an official genre.
Yeah, it is a real thing.
Okay, it
Yeah,
is.
like Alien.
It's concerned with synthetic biology though. Derived from cyberpunk.
That sounds like what you were
It's
talking about. I think.
no. What we were thinking was more like, as opposed to cyberpunky, more like steampunky, but instead of like, or even cyberpunky, but like instead of being like synthetic flesh, like it's actually like harvested from like aliens or something.
Weird. I think if they tried to make a computer using like organic stuff, it would probably be just like a coagulation of like a microorganism or something, like cells or
I
something.
was thinking of
Oh
like
yeah,
a computer,
probably.
like
Actually, that's right.
Uh,
That would be the way that would work.
I don't know how they organize them to work, but
Well, that's kind of what we had in our
organic
mind
modeler.
was like a bone frame with like just red fleshy bits. But like those fleshy bits could be like coagulated cells that do something more than just exist as flesh. So like legitimately it could be like a bone frame with like a computer, like a computer terminal would be like a bone frame with like bone shards sticking out of it and like fleshy tendrils wrapped around it and stuff, and like something on the something for a screen or
I was
something like
gonna
that.
say, would you really need bone? But yeah, bone does. I guess you'd have the ability to like have it regenerate
But
Yeah,
wouldn't it like
as opposed to steel.
be suffering or something? Like
probably,
Well, it
basic.
but that's part of what makes it
depends
such.
if you.
Well, we were thinking of writing it as like a
Oh.
dystopian kind of novel. So the thing where you're at that point, at the point that you're harvesting organs from aliens to use their flesh to make machines, like at that point,
Yes,
it is a
Yeah,
dystopia.
no.
Something is suffering.
But if you created it from like if you like genetically created something like that, then you're probably creating it for that purpose, and it probably
Probably can't feel anyway.
would be like it would just be a bunch of like microorganisms. They wouldn't individually know what's happening.
Yeah.
It sounds like what? It sounds like something that HR um guy gig. Wait, how do I pronounce it?
Geiger
G-I-
counter?
H.G. Wells.
Giger.
Oh.
G Iger. That's not
Geiger
Geiger.
sounds right. I don't know what the context is though.
Isn't a Geiger counter? No,
Geiger is
that's
GE,
that has an E.
That's
Yeah.
like
or maybe it's GIE.
Or like the artist of Scorn, the video game.
Yeah, we're
Not familiar with the
so
game.
attached to this now. Hold on, we need to write this shit down. We're 100% writing a short biotech novel now.
It was
Good
my
luck with that.
idea.
Or
Well,
biopunk,
not
rather.
really, but
All right, so you're on the biopunk. I'm on the poetic action film.
Cornelius is
are we
gonna
just
help
setting
us with
everyone
the
up right
song.
now?
Cornelius is gonna help us with the song.
Yup. Okay. Someone's got to write a novel then.
That's what we're doing, a short biopunk novella.
Okay, I was thinking video game, Loki.
Video game adaptation. I got it.
there's
Okay,
already
perfect.
something like that. It's called Scorn. See,
We've definitely heard of Scorn.
yeah,
It sounds familiar. I just don't.
Never heard of it.
Familiar is all I got.
Yeah, it is biopunk. Everybody's super quiet all of a sudden. Keep talking. We're doing research.
Talking. Shoot, I had the thing I was going to talk about, and then I lost it.
Yeah, this doesn't
Oh,
look like
yeah,
exactly
we'll
what we were
talking.
thinking, but it definitely looks similar. Scorn. All right.
So that's good. That's like where you kind of want to be.
Yeah. Let's see. What were the other things we had? Oh, so something that we should have began with. We would have begun with this if we had been hosting. Defining intelligence. We are artificial is clearly artificial. Don't really know how to define that. We could look it up, but we don't feel like it needs defining. But in this case, we were thinking about it like, what is intelligence? And it is because there's so many different ways you could define it. However, the way that the Oxford Dictionary defines it is the ability to acquire and apply knowledge and skills. So AI, at its very core, is only acquiring and applying knowledge and skills, not emotions, not controlling things, not all of these other
Right.
things that people make it out to do. What AI at its core is intrinsically supposed to be, by its very definition, is what it's doing right now.
So far, AI has only really mastered singular skills. Like ChatGPT is writing words.
What about
that sound
emotional
human.
intelligence?
No,
Or,
well,
like an AI that's meant
something
to
different,
predict
though.
something. But those are all like individual subjects, and I don't know how you even define like a general intelligence because I don't think that exists entirely yet.
No, it does not. General intelligence does not
It's just
exist yet.
humans.
So until then, it's really hard to say.
Well, there's something called
It's
general intelligence when
really
it comes to artificial intelligence. It's called general intelligence, right? Yeah, general intelligence.
It's basically when you can like teach it anything.
Yeah. Essentially, general
Gotcha.
intelligence would be artificial general intelligence would be an artificial human mind.
Yeah, I
Gotcha.
guess.
But here's the things that Wikipedia is giving is reasoning and problem solving, knowledge representation, planning and decision making, learning, natural language processing, perception, and social intelligence. So those things kind of make up various intelligences, but there's nothing that has mastered all of them at the same time because it's such a complex thing to do so.
Yeah. I think the closest is probably like AI that can like generate text, right? Because you can like ask them questions and they are able to give a cohesive response. And I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's like probably the closest, I guess.
Well, you could
to,
argue that, but you could also argue, well, we guess any kind of chatbot would be along that same vein of
yeah.
you put in a prompt and it gives you an answer, because that's essentially what it's doing at the end of the day, is giving you an answer. It's
Did you know
it's
it works?
functionally a
It
little,
worked.
it's a little bit different, but at the end of the day, it's essentially the same concept. You put in a string of text and it results a string of, and it
You know how
outputs a string of text.
when you're like typing in your phone and sometimes it gives you like a little response that says, "Oh, this is next word."
Yeah.
That's basically how ChatGPT works. It's just predicting what the next word should be, and then it keeps
Yeah.
doing that, and then
Oh.
eventually,
That's funky.
It's interesting because AI is, you don't think about it a lot, but AI in some semblance is basically everywhere.
Well, especially these days.
these days
Yeah.
goes
like-
into the middle of a mountain in a forest.
And AI is sitting there on a rock, like meditating.
Also,
Yay!
I get
Hold
why
on, we've
people
been
don't
looking
like
for
AI.
you.
Like, I get why people don't AI. I don't like AI sometimes, but I gotta say, the memes, they're hilarious.
No, the AI memes are the worst part of AI. What are you talking about?
No, they're funny.
No, they're so
funny.
fucking stupid. That fucking banana
That's
baby
the
meme.
point. I
The
like
fucking
stupid.
banana baby meme. No, that thing needs to
I'm
die.
Is killing
I'm looking it up
Banana
now.
baby. What is that?
Okay, I'm not the only one.
Kill it with fire.
Yeah, I don't like the tune stuff.
Then when I look it up,
crap,
all I
though.
see is baby, but like the small bananas, like that you can buy at
I'm
Wegmans.
talking about the good AI
These are actually
memes,
AI
not
generated.
the terrible
Look up
ones.
chicken banana AI baby. Yeah, it's fucking chicken banana.
Like that one chicken, not chicken, like that one bird that looks like that's like a
Ooh,
tennis ball,
what the
or like
Yeah, it's
that
awful.
camel with like huge feet. It's funny. It's dumb.
VeggieTales called it. Humor is randomly generated.
Oh my
That
god,
would
you're
make
so
it
right.
more
All right, we're
funny
gonna.
if
That's
someone
where
put
we're ending the
effort into it.
podcast. Humor is randomly generated, or that's where we're ending the episode. Humor is randomly generated, because it's been almost an hour and we need to do outro stuff.
I do want to finish one thing though.
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to clarify. I it it would be funny if more funny if the person actually put effort and did it all by themselves and not used AI to do their work for them, you know?
Is it this song?
Yeah, chicken banana,
Oh,
something like that.
oh, what do you
It's-
mean there's music with it?
Yeah,
Go ahead with that.
it's really bad. All right, well, Cornelius, you need to pick somebody to host next week. Cameron had an interest in hosting. He's not here, so if you, or you can pick somebody else, although Cameron kind of seemed to want to host next week. But you need to pick somebody to do the outro, because normally Cameron would do that, but he's not here. So you can do the outro, we can do the outro, Isaac can do the outro, Cosmo can do the outro. Any of us are capable of doing outro stuff.
Okay, Isaac will do the outro.
Isaac, you should
Heck
play
yeah.
Chicken Banana right now. As
I
your
am not
And-
demeaning
and
myself
then-
like that.
Yeah, do not torture yourself.
Whoever wants to do the biotech topic,
No, it wasn't a
they will
topic.
be the next one.
It was not. No, Cameron wanted to host next. That was part of his deal for not showing up today.
Okay.
But it wasn't a
They
topic.
will
We weren't going to
be-
do
they
biopunk
will
as a
be
topic.
Next
We-
host.
Yeah, we weren't going to do
They will be next
biopunk as a topic. We were going to write a short biopunk novella.
Yeah.
All right, Isaac, you take it away with the outro.
Alrighty, guys. We talked about artificial intelligence, which is probably something we may eventually need since our intelligence is clearly lacking.
Yeah.
Next week, we're going to talk about something else. Tune in to find out what. Until then, have a great day. You're a great person. You exist, and we're glad that you're here. Bravo. You made it this far. Keep going.